The most frustrating thing about plus size fashion is when brands get it and they design really cool fucking stuff and then they just don't extend the sizing.
Buckle up. Apparently, fashion brands are now part of a grand conspiracy, a secret plan to protect humanity from the overwhelming power of plus-size beauty. That's the theory, at least, because instead of expanding clothing sizes, these companies are supposedly doing a public service by keeping fat babes from looking too good. Satire or not, let's hear the explanation. You can't make this up.
Because there's this coat from Next, it's the one that went viral, that trench coat. And I know everyone and their mums were saying that this was running really large and I should at least try the size 22, but that size 22 has been out of stock for at least 8 weeks now, because I check very regularly. Just like, but if you've done a size 22, what's stopping you from going to a size 24 or size 26? You know what I mean? And I think the reason why, you may call me delusional and that's okay. I think the reason why is because they know we would look too good. I would look too good. Like I would look too good in this coat, and it wouldn't actually be fair to everyone else if I could wear that coat.
Let's pause for a second. Somewhere along the way, the conversation about body positivity turned into a fantasy where personal responsibility doesn't exist, and every inconvenience is part of a systemic plot. A coat not being available in your size is simply supply and demand. Brands design based on profit, not your self-esteem. If a size sells less, they stop making it. That's not discrimination. But no, the idea that companies fear how good overweight people might look is a perfect example of the fat acceptance bubble. It flips the narrative. Instead of confronting the health consequences of obesity, it turns lack of access into proof of power. It's comforting to think that the world is secretly intimidated by you, rather than acknowledging that plus-size fashion simply costs more to produce and doesn't sell as widely.
What we didn't realise is actually all of these brands were actually doing a public service, not creating their clothes big enough, because they just knew that the plus-size girls would fucking eat it up, pun intended. They would eat it up. You wouldn't even know where to look because there'd just be so much gloriousness all around you. And they were like, well, we can't do it. It's too distracting. We would never get anything done. We would never get anything done because every fat babe you've ever seen will look so fucking good if they just expanded their fashion brands to include us. So for the sake of, I guess, the world, they went, we're gonna have to cap it. You're already so powerful. We're gonna have to cap it.
This type of thinking, turning inconvenience into conspiracy, isn't harmless. It teaches people to externalize every problem. Instead of asking, why is this coat not in my size? The better question might be, why am I waiting 8 weeks for a coat instead of 8 weeks into a health plan? Because at the end of the day, no fashion brand can fix what's happening on the inside. The core of this mindset is misplaced energy. Imagine how powerful it would be if the same passion used to refresh online listings for a size 22 coat was redirected toward exercise, nutrition, or lifestyle change.
They went, we're gonna have to cap it. You're already so powerful. We're gonna have to cap it. And that's actually why Next doesn't want my money. They've gone, you know what? We'd love the money because this is capitalism. We'd love the money, Hannah. But it's worth us not having the money to stop you from being so fucking powerful. And I guess, like, me being the humble person I am, I have to respect that. I'm gutted that I can't, reach my full potential. But as we've discussed, the full potential would be too much for the world. So that's it. I've cracked it.
Or maybe, just maybe, there's no conspiracy. Just a marketing department doing math. Maybe it's time to stop waiting for brands to extend the sizing and start extending our discipline instead.
Or they do extend the sizing but double the price in the bigger sizes, so it's impossible to afford anyway.
The only explanation I'll be accepting from now on.
Yes, because we are already taking more space. Next thing we will take the whole world.
Also the reverse. when they do an item in plus size that I just know won't sell to plus size buyers. Usually 'cause they actually have no idea how plus size actually fits.